All right, happy Thursday. I am so excited to hop on here and answer some questions. I feel like that sounds like a broken record, right? I'm so excited. Legit, I'm excited to be here. I really do love the mentorship side of this business, and I don't just say I'm excited to be here to say I'm excited to be here, like legit, I'm excited. So we did have a couple of questions come in on the thread. So really the goal of this Q&A is for you to have an opportunity to ask questions and then get an actual verbal response, because it's easy to type up a response, but sometimes hearing it and being able to elaborate on it will spark some ideas, will spark action. And that's really what we need to do, is focus on the action side of this business. So the first question says, in the training from this yesterday, we talked about having a team page. She said, I don't have many coaches under me. I guess I'm not really sure what I would even post in there yet. Is this something you would suggest doing now, or maybe wait until I recruit more coaches? And that's super common. I think that question goes through every single partner's head before they create a team page. And I would recommend, the minute you have one partner under you, create your team page. I created mine very early. I was a part of my uplines page, and I would just share that information in my team page. So a lot of times I wasn't creating my own content. I wasn't, looking for my own things, but if there was a national wake up call, I would drop that in there. If there was the Monday night TFTF call, I would drop that in there. And then it's giving your partner a way to look up to you as their mentor. And I think that's really important right from the beginning. It also establishes a place for your new partners as you recruit them month in, month out, for them to go and find valuable content. If they want to watch an old national wake up call, if they have any questions on anything, if they want to see the recordings, I'll always drop the recordings from like the Monday TFTF calls in there. So yes, if you have one person under you, go create a team page. I would highly recommend having that there. It's also a great place to do recognition, as you get 1, 2, 3 partners under you and somebody signs somebody up, like shout them out, put a post up and give them some recognition. I actually have a recognition plan that I shoot for 5 days a week. I do a Success Club update. I do a roadmap update. And as your team grows, you can really start to lean into that. But just for now, having a place for them to kind of ask the business related questions, or you to offer, trainings or one-on-one calls, or, even hosting a team call with a very small team can be really, really helpful for them to have a place to ask questions. You can also ask for, who wants to help run this group with me this month, those types of things in that team page. So yes, I would highly recommend having one as soon as you have a partner underneath you. The next question, is there a better time to post on social media, meaning a time that you've noticed your content gets more views, or does that not seem to matter? Two things. First, you can go into your Instagram and, oh, look, it's Cassie. And go into your page and then into the 3 little lines and click Insights. And when you do that, you have an option where it says total followers. If you click that and you go to the bottom, it's going to show you the times of days that are most active. And there's probably not a ton of change, but you can see, obviously this 12 to 3 a.m. is a very low time. My heaviest time is like that 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Like that window seems to be my most engaged time. Not so much that like 6 to 9 in the morning, that like early morning pocket, but more in the evening. And then you can go by day to see, what that looks like. But so that is there as a way for you to see if you can, notice any trends in timing as far as posting. But also what I wanted to say was posting, period, is more important than posting at a specific time. So if you can only get your post up first thing this morning, and then you're out of commission, you're working, you're something tonight or whatever, and you can't post, you're much better off to get that post up than to skip it because it's not the most ideal time, right? I would rather see you post consistently at whatever time that is than to skip a post because you don't feel like your engagement is there. I do feel like that, evening time is my highest engagement. I also get pretty decent engagement in mid-morning. So I don't have a huge preference one way or the other. But I really think just getting your content out is the most valuable. I'm also not a social media guru, right? So maybe follow like Brock Johnson and see what he says. He probably has way more insight than I do, or Nicole probably even does than I do. I just am more of my life is chaotic, my life is busy, and I just am going to get this stuff out here. Also, this stress of mess on my desk is too much. I got to get to this because it's stressing me out. There. Okay, so I think that was it for questions in here. Let me double check one more time, make sure nothing else came in. I do think there was a question. One sec, that I might not have answered last time. Okay, I don't know if I answered this yet or not, but we had a question on one of the previous posts that I don't know if we for sure got to, and it says, how often do you follow up with people once they ghost your initial invites? And how long in between programs do you ask someone who once said no to rejoin? So I keep an ongoing follow-up list. And not every person that I'm connecting with do I put on this follow-up list. It's once I have, invited them or really felt like, yeah, they're going to be one of my people one day, then they go on this list. And whether or not they say no, or not right now, or they completely ghost me, I continue to engage with them. So I would recommend really focusing more on engaging with them, trying to get them to have a conversation with you than just invite. It's okay, especially with your warm market, if you're just, hey, saw you caught my stories, wanted to invite you to join me, and then they ghost, like that's fine. Don't feel like, don't feel bad because you didn't get enough connecting in that they ghosted you. But now use that as a key, like, okay, do they have any stories? Have they made a post? Did they have a birthday? Try to get stories in, like engaging things in your stories, like, what's your favorite candy bar? Did you go trick-or-treating? Like, is your Christmas tree up yet? Right? Those types of things, just to engage in conversation with them. And then I invite every time I have a new opportunity to invite to. So right now I'm kicking off this weight loss challenge for November. I'm also kicking off a no snooze November. So they have, one or both of those options. Everybody on my follow-up list is getting an invite to those groups because it's different. It's new. Maybe they didn't really care about my healthy swaps in October because nutrition isn't their jam and it felt overwhelming, but maybe they want to lose 5 pounds and they want to get paid to do it. So they want to join in on my health bet. So they're getting an invitation. And if they ghosted me, my invitation would look something like, hey, I know October didn't work out for you. Maybe healthy swaps was not your thing. Wanted to see if you had a weight loss goal. We have a group going with a cash pot that's $100 and growing by the minute, and wanted to see if you wanted to take a part of that, right? So you can see how the invitation is very different. I didn't just go in and copy and paste the exact same message that I did the previous month. Make it very specific to them, their goals, a date, and why you think that this one would be helpful for them. And you're likely to get a little bit more of a response. Also, be sure anytime you're having a conversation with somebody, you're leaving it with a question. Give them a reason to respond everything you say. I think that that's really helpful. And even when you're having just a normal conversation with them, right? Like if somebody said to you, like, how was your day? And you're like, good. Right? Like, it's really hard to have a conversation with somebody like that. Instead, Hey, how was your day? My day was great. Right? Get that conversation going. Be sure, even when you're connecting with somebody, to keep questions going, keep engaging, be more interested than you are interesting, right? Be more interested in their story, their problems, and see if you can help connect the dots with our platform. So I hope that was helpful. That was all the questions that I got in there. We have one more week of this course, so watch out for the week 4 Q&A post. If you have questions, be sure to get them in there. If you have not yet watched the week 3 training that I did yesterday, I got a little teary-eyed in it. Go watch it, go check it out. It is up in the page for you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for participating in this group. I really do love you all, and I hope you have a fantastic Thursday. It's payday. I love payday. And I can't wait to celebrate you guys as you really start to roll these paychecks in too. So have an awesome day.